We're back at courtside, and this game being brought to you by the Norristown Area School District, and it's heating up a little bit. We could see a barn burner here in the second half. I'm Jeff Brandon along with Walt Fry, and we'd like to thank the Norristown Area School District for providing the facilities and the expertise to get this game on the air, especially Mr. Sam Galbraith for producing and directing here tonight, Miss Patty Logan for doing our expert camera work here this evening, and Ms. Andrea Fry for keeping stats for us here at courtside. Eagles bring the ball in from the near side. No, they don't. Now we're ready to go. Second half is underway. It's a 3-point Bishop-Kenrick lead. Steal by Hall, slips through his hands. He taps it out though. Brown spins away to Cool. Cool's got that open jumper. Oh, won't go. Knights come away with a rebound. Oh, nice play to Kopech. He's stuffed by Haynes.
And Darian Smith-Blair.
Nice feed to Stan Brown from Ron Wells. Wells wants the shot. He'll put it up. Nope, won't go. Almost a travel there by Jimmy Davis.
And good defense by Ken Cool to make Davis slow up there.
Basket that time by Mike Kopech. Kopech now with 8 points in the game.
And that's obviously Kopech's spot from the baseline.
Rob Haynes that time is going to be guilty over the top. It's an aggressive play by Haynes, but does result in a turnover.
With the way he's been rebounding in there, surprising to find that's only his first foul.
We're just underway in the second half, 6:53 to play in this third quarter. It's 32-27, the Knights up by 5. Norristown has yet to be able to tie this game since it left 2-2. Eddie Hull's shot won't go, tapped by Scott. Eddie Scott, basket is good.
And there are a couple times on those taps I think you've seen Norristown's lack of height.
34-27, down to Wells on the baseline. Nice play. No foul, they call, incidental contact. Wells brings the Eagles to within 5 at 34-29. They beat the press. Eddie Hall has the ball, looks, decides better of it, keeps it outside for Jim Davis. Chickarone takes a shot. All net from the baseline for Anthony Chickarone. And that leads back up to 7 points. Kenny Cool loses the handle momentarily. Wells takes it to the lane. Pulls a string on that shot and it comes up short. Scott looks for help. He finds Chickarone down the right side. Chickarone, nice ball handling. Takes it into the hoop, no shot. And Ronnie Wells comes away with it. Stan Brown with the ball for Norristown. Stanley Brown. Cool, looks to Brown. Brown's got the open shot. A little bit far out, though, doesn't want to take it. He drives inside. 1-on-3, shot won't go, no foul. Chickarone whips it down to Jim Davis. Davis takes it to the hoop, and it's good. 9-point lead for
Steal by Hall.
Making an 11-point lead for Bishop-Kenrick, 40-29. John Cresswell wants a timeout. Walt, I think 2 words characterize this play here in these first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Not good for Norristown. The Eagles are down by 11 all of a sudden. This has happened like lightning. It was a 3-point game at the half, 30-27. And the Eagles have been outscored 10-2 here in the third quarter. The only points for Norristown coming on a Ron Wells jumper. Bishop-Kenrick, some nice even scoring here for the Knights in the third quarter. Ed Scott, Jim Davis, Anthony Chickarone, Ed Hull, and Mike Kopech, each with 2 points. Now that's a balanced attack. Well, I don't know what John Cresswell said to his troops there, but I think the general gist of it was probably settle down and get some shots. Stop the turnovers. Pretty basic stuff. Wells with a turnaround. Nope, won't go. Darian Smith fights to keep it alive. Good hustle. Oh, tough call. Howard Ford doesn't like the call. But whether he likes it or not, it's a foul against number 12. And the Knights will have the ball. So Norristown once again fails to convert. Eagles doing a little bit of pressing here. Looked like he had a plane ticket to the basket that time. He did a lot of traveling on the way to the hoop. Kenny Cool can't get it to fall. Kopech comes away with it. Kopech misses the easy layup. Howard Ford comes away with it. Ford not happy. He was fouled that time. That last basket was Anthony Chickarone. He's got 4 here in the second half. Ford did a nice job that time. Tried to get a little blocking foul there. Young man went around him, but missed the easy shot. And Ford, the shortest man out there right now, came away with the rebound. Darian Smith won't go. Partially blocked. Looked like by Anthony Chickarone. .329 to play in the quarter. 13-point lead for Bishop Kenrick. Oh, I don't believe it. Ed Scott misses 2 layups. Darian Smith saves to Ken Cool. There's a foul on the play. Blocking foul will be against number 41, Eddie Scott. Jason Powell, the manager of the Bishop Kenrick Knights, almost thought he was going to have to get into action there. Bring one of his players up off the floor, but Scott seems to be fine. Walt, nice crowd here tonight for this ball game. First game of the season. It's a packed house. Bishop Kenrick and Norristown both have full sides. And it probably amounts to a couple thousand people here tonight. Rob Haynes on the turnaround, won't go. Ford keeps the ball alive. Ron Wells comes up with it. Wells wants the shot. Nice head fake. And Ron Wells gets the hoop.
Ron Wells showing scoring from everywhere, inside, outside.
2:51 to play in the third quarter. Norristown down by 11.
Nice tip by Wells, but they throw it back.
Steal that time, and Ford throws it back away to Jimmy Davis.
That's Hall trying to work on Cool. They hit Gallo inside in for Scott, and Gallo loses a handle. And out of bounds, go to Norristown. Gallo in for Scott. That foul on Scott, I believe, was his 3rd. Ford around Hall, goes in. Offensive foul, Howard Ford.
And Howard Ford better settle himself down or he's going to get called for a technical foul. Ford will leave the game. He's got 3 or 4 fouls on him so far tonight.
It's 4, Jeff.
So Stanley Brown back in the ball game. Howard Ford, an aggressive performance.
They go inside the Hall. Hall reverse. Oh, blocked by, was that Haynes?
Darian Smith.
Oh. Hall almost a steal, but he traveled. And the ball go back to Norristown.
Ed Hall, you know, if Norristown players had eyes in the back of their heads, they'd be fine with Ed Hall because he comes out of nowhere.
Ron Wells again. Now it looks like Ron Wells is a hot man.
42-33, the Eagles down by 9.
They go baseline, Chickarone to Davis, spins off Cool, misses, rebound Cool. Ken Cool brings it up court to Wells, back to Cool, back to Wells. Inside to Haynes, nice move, but no good. Gallo gets a rebound.
And Ron Wells now in this ball game has 13 points. He's leading everybody in scoring, but it's not going to be enough unless Norristown can generate some serious offense here in this fourth quarter.
Jim Davis into the lane and to the hoop.
We're under a minute to play in the third quarter. It's an 11-point lead again for the Knights.
Wells out to Cool. Cool hits a basket.
No, he doesn't. Offensive foul. I'll tell you, that's a tough call. I thought he had it too. Kenny Cool was looking for a three-point play. The official said, nope, no points.
They call it fending off using his forearm.
It's a marginal call. The official's got to make it one way or the other, though. He called offense. We're under a minute to play, 42 seconds in the third quarter.
Alone inside. Steal by Hall. Who else? And Hall converts.
Another steal.
Good strip by Ken Cool. Only 18 seconds left. The ball goes to Norristown. A nice defensive play by Ken Cool. Stripping Jim Davis.
Norristown falling apart there, though. Can't even bring the ball in bounds without turning it over. It went off Davis's leg. Davis kicked the ball. I don't know why they're bringing it back down here.
They get Ken Cool for pushing off again. I believe that's his third. Kenrick play for last shot, 6 seconds left in the quarter. Paul, first shot of the night, no.
Well, Walt, that was a rather dominant quarter for the Knights of Bishop Kenrick. Kenrick scores 18 to Norristown 6. Ronnie Wells had all 6 points in the third quarter for Norristown. He's now got 13 for the game, but unfortunately the Eagles only have 33 as a team. Nobody helping out Ron Wells with scoring except for the exception of Ken Cool with 8 points in this ball game. We've got 8 minutes to play and the Eagles are down by 15 points, 48-33. Okay, I can't tell you who has the hot hand for Bishop Kenrick because they all scored here in this third quarter. Mike Kopech, Ed Hall, Anthony Chickarone, and Jim Davis all had 4 points each, and Ed Scott had 2. Scott now with 9 points in the ball game, Davis with 8, Chickarone with 6, Hull with 6, Kopech with 10, Gallo with 5, and Justin Doherty with 3.